You know, well, first, happy Monday, everyone. I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it some more. And having got roughly 7 hours of sleep last night because I stayed up late watching Rick and Morty, which was an interesting episode, by the way. I think this might have been the best weekend I've had in all of 22. In all of 2022. This was the best. It was. I'm not saying there is a potential for anything of equal or greater value, but if there was a high standard for it, and that's not to say I didn't have any great weekends before this. You know, any weekend up at Cuca Lake that involved a major family get-together or holiday, that was always great. I mean, the weekend that, my nephews got baptized and I became a godfather, that was also really special too. But in terms of my ability to, just cut loose and really have fun, because ultimately that's what this weekend wound up being about. This was the best, for sure. And if I had any problem with it whatsoever, actually, I did say there was one tiny thing about the wedding I went to that was a bit of a problem. It's just that, I didn't really get to sit at the same table as my fellow Horsesides alumni, but I'm not really upset by that at all. In the grand scheme of things, the bride and groom set up the seating arrangement, and, I got to sit with my dad and some old neighbors that, were in my neighborhood. Because the groom specifically, grew up in, I've known the groom since I was a little kid, so, having all the neighbors sit together, I get that. That's fine. I mean, it's not like my cousin's wedding back in 2014 when, all the cousins got to sit at the cousins' table except me. That made me feel left out. But this was okay. And the only other real problem is that apparently if I get the Thursday night game right, I completely suck when it comes to making picks on Sunday, as you are about to see. But before I get to that, I gotta get to my, that was my low right there. I got a whole bunch of NFL picks wrong yesterday. My high is, last night to see, because a few guests who were at the wedding I've known for a long time, and they had to go back to Florida today, which I really wish them safe travels because I do believe a hurricane is on its way down there, and that's not good. But I hope they get there safe. I hope they stay safe down there. And to see him off, a bunch of us got together at the Elbow Room, which I really do not think I could come up with a better idea for how to see him off than going to the Elbow Room. I can't. It's the Elbow Room. Not to mention one of them, of those people going back to Florida, one of them probably loves Elbow Room more than I do, if that was possible. And I got to cross off my bucket list. I got to have Elbow Room with these people. So, yeah, so I crossed off my bucket list. That's it. That makes you weekend even better. Yeah, I crossed something off my bucket list. Isn't that cool? I got some other people who were there I've also known for many years, specifically the husband. I got to meet his daughter, a cute little 2-year-old. She was adorable. A little fireball too. It was this is a good weekend. This is a fantastic weekend. And obviously pretty much this whole weekend was my high. How about that? And my act of kindness was, after I went to church at 8:30 on Sunday morning, I got to go with my go to my dad all the way in Corning and helped him set up for a sort of church picnic that was going on in All Saints Academy in Corning. And yeah, I got to help out. I got to spend time with him, watch some football for a little bit. I got to see my mom come back. Yeah, she just barely missed the wedding. Oh well. And I got to see my nephews yesterday too. That was nice. So, yeah. Like this is how I wanted my fall to kickstart my fall, and I don't think I could have asked for anything better. Well, except for maybe my NFL picks getting not wrong, but how about we talk about that now, shall we? So once again for this week, I was 1-0 going in to Sunday. And you know what? I think the worst loss was that the Bills should not have lost. I don't care what anyone says. The Bills should not have lost that game. So that's one I got wrong. I got right about the Bengals. I was wrong about the Titans. Wrong about the Panthers. But right about the Ravens. Right about the Vikings. But wrong about the Eagles. There's a pattern here if you couldn't tell. Of course I'm wrong about the Colts. Right about the Bears. Right about the Jaguars. Or wrong about the Jaguars, but right about the Rams. Wrong about the Packers. Wrong about the Falcons. And wrong about the Broncos too. So, if my math is correct, I am 5-8. That's not good. So, with that out of the way, with Lawrence Taylor of all people coming to see my Dallas Cowboys to see if Micah Parsons lives up to his hype. And yeah, I know I kind of been making fun of my Cowboys a little bit, but I really do hope they do. I hope they do well. I'm a Cowboys fan. Of course I hope they do well. So, come on, Cowboys. At least let me be 6-8. I'll have to take 6-8 at this point. I'll just have to. So yes, for tonight I am picking my Dallas Cowboys. Now, before we end this, I have a One Piece manga chapter to do today. Hooray! And October 10th, we got like that. Oh, actually, it's like 2 weeks from. Man. Sometimes whenever we get when I find out that we have a break, it sort of comes out of nowhere. And sometimes it feels like we just had one only for another one to happen. There better be something good at the end of this chapter. Let's see. So with that out of the way, get to it for a sec. One Piece chapter 1061. Future Island Egghead. Okay. They find jewelry Bonnie from last time. Okay. Whoa! There's like a gigantic shark that's underneath the sunny. That is scope, my friends. So, yeah, remember back in the 70s when Jaws told people to get out of the water? If anyone sees this, I'm getting serious Jaws vibes looking at this image. This is incredible. Okay. Is this a mechanical shark? Holy crap. Oh no, it's saying it capsized the setting. Yes, Jinbei for the save. And he saves Luffy, Chopper, and Bonnie. Nice. Okay. That is actually why. And you know what? Okay. This is another reason why I'm glad we have Jinbei. Because now, with including Zoro and Sanji, there's now 3 people whom if Luffy's not around, like someone is there to take charge and figure out what to do. In this case, it's Jinbei, and that is awesome. I love that. This is why. I mean, if Luffy didn't exist, I think Jinbei might be my favorite character. I'm so glad he's one of the Straw Hats now. I'm so happy. Okay, let's see. Is that the Frankie Shogun? No. Although it definitely... When Oda draws giant robots, the design is usually big, muscular upper body, but like scrawny little knee legs for the legs. Kind of. Well, not... I wouldn't say that, but... They're small. Like the lower body is much smaller compared to the upper body. Like the lower body, you forgot about leg day. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, hey, she in the. Yeah. Okay. Well, she's with the kids, and back on Punk Hazard, one of the experiments that Caesar Clown was doing on the children was trying to artificially turn them into giants. And if it wasn't for this line saying that they've gotten smaller, I don't think I would have noticed the difference. Because they're trying to cure them of what Caesar was doing them. Looks like how Mappo wants to help Kobe. I get that. That's cool. Okay. Okay. Normally, I could give or take a, okay, because Jewelry Bunny is talking to Luffy like, hey, don't you know me? I'm with you. We're in that same worst generation group. And they introduce Bonnie as basically like completely shirtless, trying to wring out her wet t-shirt, whatever. And normally for that sort of gratuitous thing, I could give or take. Unless it's like, here's the thing. If it's clearly forced, like pretty much any bath or shower scene that you see a pretty girl in anime do, I don't like that. Because, come on, that's clearly for young boys' sex appeal. But Julie Bonnie is the kind of character who does not give an F about what's going on. If she wants to look like she's naked, let her. Because she don't care. She just doesn't care. That's fine. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's funny. Because Bonnie has seen Luffy's new wine poster now. And he's like, what's up with your Bonnie poster? Your hair was white in the photo, but now you look black to normal. And Luffy's like, that's how I look when I'm free. I love that. Oh, man. When Gear 5th pops up again, it's going to be huge. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Wait, this is Dr. Vegapunk's laboratory. Are we actually going to get to see Dr. Vegapunk finally? Okay, if we get to see Dr. Vegapunk, this is huge. Because this character has been a huge mystery forever. Like, since, I believe it was the Return to Water 7 arc that Dr. Vegapunk's name was first, brought up. And Dr. Vegapunk has really been able to figure out a lot of, this character has known a lot of the great mysteries of One Piece. One of which specifically is how Devil Fruits actually work. This really could be a very eye-opening arc. I mean, there really is no official name for this arc yet, but for now, we'll call it the Egghead arc, which really does sound underwhelming when you consider that we just came out of Wano. Anyway. Okay, giant robot stays on. Mm-hmm. I should also probably tell you, during the 2 year time skip, Frankie actually landed on Vegapunk's hometown and studied the works of Dr. Vegapunk for those 2 years. Thus, why Frankie looks like the way he does. This could be a huge arc for Frankie. Which honestly, I think Frankie's awesome, but he can be more awesome, I guess. No. That's Dr. Vegapunk? That can't be Dr. Vegapunk. No way. So apparently, this young looking woman is Dr. Vegapunk. I'm not entirely sure I want to believe that yet. Because we've clearly seen in flashbacks that Dr. Vegapunk, because Dr. Vegapunk hasn't actually been seen until this point apparently, but anytime he's ever been brought up, it's been in silhouette and flashback. We really have no idea what Dr. Vegapunk looks like. The fact that this young woman appears and says that she's Dr. Vegapunk tells me two things. Either one, that really is Dr. Vegapunk, and somehow she's been given the immortality surgery. That'd be one thing. Or that this is a robot created by Dr. Vegapunk and Dr. Vegapunk is controlling it remotely. I'm going to go with the latter on that one. But the fact that Dr. Vegapunk finally appears, this is some pretty powerful stuff. And now we have to wait until October 10th to find out what happens next. Well, I suppose it's back to the weekly grind for me and everyone else. But I've got some great memories I'll have for the rest of my life from this past weekend. I think I'm going to be okay. So I hope y'all liked this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would do my YouTube channel greatly. Follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to I'm always going to be here to lend them. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.